Backpack, Giraffe, Pet Rock, the Adventure Pals!
Hello and welcome back to 555, 5 games in 5 minutes on day 5 of the month. We pick 5 games a month that you should keep your eyes on in the coming month. In addition, we choose 5 from the previous month that deserve recognition. So, in no particular order, we begin with the March games.
You do know there's a war going on there, right?
Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2 takes place in 1944, 15 years after the Thugtown Massacre. Vinny is searching for answers to some loose ends, taking him to the battlefields of World War II as friends have become foes. More of the same run-and-gun fun of the original, though with some different controls, which you can change back if you preferred the original controls. Other than that, it looks like more mob-fighting fun for all. A roguelike top-down shooter, SYNTHETIK stars you as a human consciousness and a former android prototype that has to take out the Machine Legion, a group of AI servants that have rebelled against their masters, the Kaida Corporation. The game has been well received, though it does have some lingering bugs, including in the 2-player co-op mode. However, the developer has been updating the game multiple times since launch mid-month, so I would expect that to be ironed out soon, if it hasn't been already. It may be hard to believe, but this franchise turned 20 last year, and from the sounds of things, this release is a well-received anniversary title. Well, except on Switch. At least critically. It currently carries a 20-point lower Metacritic rating than the PS4 version. However, it's possible that it's just the reviewers that chose to review on Switch since the user rating is on par with the PS4 version. Regardless, Atelier, Lydie, and Suelle, the Alchemists and the Mysterious Paintings, the final installment in the Mysterious Trilogy, is worth looking into. Developed by Shiro Games, the guys behind the Evoland games, Northgard is a real-time strategy city building game that came out of early access in early March. Vikings have discovered Northgard and are looking to explore and conquer the lands, but they must survive the wolves, undead, giants, and harsh winters. In the campaign mode, take control of Rig as he looks to avenge the murder of his father, the Viking High King, at the hands of a man named Hagen. There have been issues with the multiplayer, but there is a lot to offer in this game, regardless. Finally, something this month I can say is good without having to add an asterisk for some reason. Ghost of a Tale stars you as Tilo, a mouse minstrel, as mice are prone to be, as you go on an adventure to save Mira, your true love. The game focuses heavily on stealth as Tilo, who isn't much of a fighter, has to traverse the lands filled with rats twice his size. Gameplay works well, and the world offers up a complexity that makes things not so black and white for our hero. A wonderful little game worth adventuring in. With that done, we move into April. Now, if the March preview was big on heavy hitters for Nintendo, this month will feature heavy hitters for PlayStation, starting with the PS4 exclusive Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. Kazuma Kiryu has spent 3 years in jail. When released, Hakura is missing, and it's up to Kiryu to find out what happened, taking him from Kamurocho to Hiroshima to find out what happened to her in the past 3 years. Help Kiryu uncover the mystery in his final game as protagonist when it releases in the West on April 17th. While core gamers will get South Park: The Fractured But Whole on the Switch, younger gamers, and those who are young at heart, will have Nintendo's new experimental cardboard accessory, Nintendo Labo. Releasing as multiple kits, Nintendo Labo will mix physical crafting with the Toy-Cons and software with the games that come with their respective kits. In addition, a feature called the Toy-Con Garage will be available within the software, allowing for users to create and program Toy-Cons using simple programming and their own materials. The Variety and Robot kits will be available on April 20th. I suppose you can consider this the longest 5 minutes of the group this month, especially considering the connection with NAS America. But I'm adding it here because I'm intrigued by the unique mechanic of Penny Punching Princess. The game itself is an action RPG, but has a mechanic that allows you to bribe your way past enemies, even some boss monsters. You can also use this mechanic to reverse any game overs that happen over the course of your playthrough. It is available now for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation Vita, with the Switch receiving a physical release. This spot was between the Adventure Pals and this game. I ultimately chose the Swords of Ditto because I was already sold on One Bit Beyond's roguelike RPG, especially since it has the backing of Devolver Digital. The game revolves not around a single character, but the main sword in the game. As you go from generation to generation, the sword's legacy will grow through your actions. Furthermore, the actions you take with one character will affect the world hundreds of years down the line, as the next character takes control of the sword. The adventure begins on April 24th, coming to PC and PS4.
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he?
Well, after spending his time in the 2000s bashing up Greek deities, Kratos is back with a new game on the PS4, heading into Scandinavia to presumably take out the Norse gods. But he's not alone. Kratos will be accompanied by his son Atreus, who will learn about his father's complicated past as they travel the realms of the Norse mythology. It's unclear how this will turn out, but I'm certainly interested in how it all unfolds. God of War releases on April 20th. And that's 5 for March and April. If you liked our list and want to see more when they come out, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want to add to it, list the games in the comment section below. And if you have suggestions for games in May, feel free to add those too. I'm Jeff from Some Dirty Arguments, and I'll see you next month with another set of games.